Rich Life, Rich World, written and published by Rich Audiobooks. The journey to true wealth starts long before the first dollar appears in your bank account. While most people focus intently on external actions or working longer hours, chasing higher-paying jobs, or seeking the next big investment opportunity, they often overlook the most crucial foundation of wealth creation: their mindset. Your beliefs about money form the invisible architecture that shapes every financial decision you make, beginning in early childhood as you absorb your family's relationship with wealth and internalize societal messages about prosperity. These early impressions create deep neural pathways that continue influencing your financial reality well into adulthood, often keeping you trapped in cycles of limitation and struggle. The human mind doesn't distinguish between what's objectively true and what we've simply come to believe is true, acting like a thermostat that automatically adjusts your actions to maintain whatever wealth temperature you've been programmed to accept as normal. Yet this same psychological mechanism that can limit your wealth can also be harnessed to expand it. When you consciously choose to examine and upgrade your money beliefs, you begin reprogramming your mental wealth thermostat for abundance. This book reveals the profound truth that becoming rich is fundamentally an inside job, where your inner transformation creates ripples of prosperity that extend far beyond your personal bank account. As you heal your relationship with money, expand your consciousness around wealth, and align your prosperity with purpose, you don't just create a rich life for yourself. You contribute to creating a richer world for everyone. Your elevated consciousness becomes a lighthouse, showing others what's possible when material success and spiritual fulfillment unite in service of the greater good. 1. Wealth begins in the mind, not the bank. The journey to true wealth starts long before the first dollar appears in your bank account. While most people focus intently on external actions, working longer hours, chasing higher-paying jobs, or seeking the next big investment opportunity, they often overlook the most crucial foundation of wealth creation: their mindset. 2. Your beliefs about money form the invisible architecture that shapes every financial decision you make. These beliefs begin taking root in early childhood as you observe your parents' relationship with money, absorb societal messages about wealth, and form conclusions about your own economic potential. Perhaps you witnessed heated arguments about bills, heard phrases like "money doesn't grow on trees," or internalized the notion that wealth only comes through struggle and sacrifice. These early impressions create deep neural pathways that continue influencing your financial reality well into adulthood. The human mind doesn't distinguish between what's objectively true and what we've simply come to believe is true. When you hold limiting beliefs about money, such as "rich people are greedy" or "I'll never be good with money," your brain actively filters your experiences to confirm these perspectives. You might unconsciously sabotage opportunities, overlook potential investments, or maintain patterns of unearning that keep you safely within your financial comfort zone. Your mind becomes like a thermostat, automatically adjusting your actions to maintain whatever wealth temperature you've been programmed to accept as normal. Yet this same psychological mechanism that can limit your wealth can also be harnessed to expand it. When you consciously choose to examine and upgrade your money beliefs, you begin reprogramming your mental wealth thermostat. This isn't about positive thinking or wishful manifestation. It's about creating new neural pathways that support rather than sabotage your financial growth. Each time you challenge a limiting belief, you weaken its hold on your decision-making. Each time you embrace an empowering perspective about money, you strengthen your capacity to recognize and act on opportunities for abundance. Consider Sarah, a talented graphic designer who spent years undercharging for her services. Her childhood belief that asking for more money is selfish kept her income stagnant despite her growing expertise. Through intentional mindset work, she identified this limiting belief and replaced it with a new perspective. Charging what I'm worth allows me to serve my clients at the highest level. Within 6 months of this mental shift, she had doubled her rates and attracted higher quality clients who valued her work even more. The transformation of your financial reality begins with asking powerful questions. What did I learn about money in childhood? What beliefs am I ready to release? What new perspectives would better serve my wealth creation journey? As you explore these questions, you'll likely encounter resistance. Old beliefs don't surrender easily. This resistance isn't a sign to retreat. It's evidence that you're pushing beyond your current mental boundaries around wealth. Your mind is like fertile soil. It will grow whatever seeds you plant within it. Plant thoughts of scarcity and you'll harvest limitations. Plant thoughts of abundance and you'll cultivate opportunities. This doesn't mean ignoring financial realities or practical considerations. Instead, it means approaching your financial journey with an expanded sense of possibility, knowing that your current circumstances are a reflection of past thinking, not a prediction of future potential. The wealthiest people understand that prosperity is first an inside job. They invest as much time in developing their money mindset as they do in developing their financial strategies. They recognize that external actions, while important, can only take them as far as their internal beliefs allow. By prioritizing the cultivation of wealth consciousness, they create a mental environment where financial success becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Lesson 2. Your inner dialogue shapes your outer reality. The conversations we have with ourselves are the most influential dialogues we'll ever experience. Every moment of every day, we engage in an endless stream of internal chatter that shapes our perceptions, decisions, and ultimately our reality. This internal narrative acts as a filter through which we experience the world, interpreting events and opportunities according to our deeply held beliefs and expectations. Think of your inner dialogue as a radio station that's constantly broadcasting. Some people's stations play mostly doubt, criticism, and scarcity. I'm not good enough. Money is hard to come by. Success is for other people. Others tune into frequencies of possibility, abundance, and self-belief. The remarkable truth is that we have the power to change the station at any time, though many of us don't realize we're the ones controlling the dial. Our brains are continuously forming neural pathways based on our thought patterns. When we repeatedly think certain thoughts, we create well-worn paths in our minds, like trails through a forest. The more we travel these mental paths, the easier they become to follow. This is why negative self-talk can become so automatic. We've simply practiced it more often. The good news is that we can consciously create new pathways through intentional thought selection and repetition. The language we use internally carries tremendous creative power. Words like can't, never, and impossible act as immediate barriers to abundance, while phrases like I choose, I create, and I am becoming open doors to new possibilities. This isn't mere positive thinking. It's about crafting an internal environment that supports growth and attraction of opportunities. When you declare, I am worthy of abundance, you're not just saying words. You're programming your reticular activating system to notice opportunities aligned with that statement. Consider how your inner dialogue affects your actions. If your internal voice constantly whispers, you're not ready, you'll hesitate to take chances. If it says, you don't deserve success, you'll unconsciously sabotage opportunities. But when your inner voice becomes an ally, saying, you got this, or every challenge helps you grow, you'll naturally take actions that align with these empowering beliefs. Transformation your inner dialogue requires conscious awareness and consistent practice. Start by simply observing your thoughts without judgment. Notice the tone, the recurring themes, and the impact they have on your emotions and behaviors. Then begin introducing new thoughts that serve your highest good. This isn't about forcing fake positivity. It's about choosing thoughts that reflect your true potential and desires. Your inner dialogue also influences how others respond to you. The thoughts you habitually think shape your facial expressions, body language, and energy field. People unconsciously pick up on these subtle cues, responding to the invisible messages you're broadcasting. When your inner dialogue is aligned with abundance and possibility, you naturally attract people and opportunities that match this frequency. Your inner voice gained its current patterns through years of accumulated experiences, conversations, and cultural conditioning. Many of these patterns were installed when you were too young to choose them consciously. Now, as an aware adult, you have the power to examine these patterns and decide which ones to keep, modify, or release entirely. This is not just about changing your thoughts, it's about reclaiming your authority over your internal world. The quality of your inner dialogue today is creating your external reality of tomorrow. Each thought is like a seed planted in the garden of your life. Choose thoughts that will grow into the experiences you wish to harvest. Your inner world is your personal broadcasting station, continuously sending signals to the universe about what you're ready to receive. Make sure you're broadcasting the frequency of the life you truly desire to create. Lesson 3. Vibrate higher to attract higher. Everything in existence operates at a specific frequency, including our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. When we understand this fundamental truth, we begin to see how our energetic state directly influences the opportunities, people, and circumstances that flow into our lives. Just as a radio must be tuned to the correct frequency to receive a clear signal, we must align our internal frequency with the abundance we seek to experience. Our emotional vibration serves as a magnetic force, drawing to us experiences that match our internal state. When we consistently operate from higher emotional frequencies like joy, gratitude, and peace, we naturally attract circumstances that mirror these qualities. Conversely, when we dwell in lower frequencies of fear, scarcity, and resentment, we find ourselves repeatedly encountering situations that reinforce these feelings. The good news is that we have the power to consciously elevate our vibration at any moment. This begins with awareness of our current emotional state and making deliberate choices to shift toward higher frequencies. Simple practices like deep breathing, movement, music, or spending time in nature can quickly alter our energetic signature. These aren't just feel-good activities, they're practical tools for adjusting our internal frequency to become more receptive to abundance. Creating an environment that supports elevated consciousness is equally important. Our physical spaces hold energy and can either drain or enhance our vibration. Clearing clutter, introducing natural elements, and maintaining clean, organized spaces helps maintain higher frequencies. The same principle applies to our digital environment. The content we consume, the social media we engage with, and the online spaces we frequent all impact our energetic state. The people we surround ourselves with significantly influence our vibrational frequency. When we spend time with people who operate at higher frequencies, those who are optimistic, inspired, and abundant-minded, our own energy naturally rises to match theirs. This is why successful people often emphasize the importance of curating their social circle and seeking mentors who embody the energy they wish to cultivate. Understanding energy as currency opens new possibilities for wealth creation. Traditional financial wisdom focuses on external actions and strategies, but true abundance flows more readily when we maintain high vibrational alignment. This doesn't mean ignoring practical steps toward wealth building. Rather, it means approaching these activities from an elevated energetic state where inspiration, clarity, and opportunity can more easily find us. Regular energy clearing practices are essential for maintaining higher frequencies, especially in our work environments where we often encounter various energetic influences. Simple techniques like salt baths, sage burning, or energy medicine practices can help reset our vibration when we feel it dropping. These aren't mystical luxuries, but practical tools for maintaining the energetic clarity needed to attract and sustain abundance. The key to sustainable abundance lies in making high-frequency living a daily practice rather than a sporadic event. This means consistently choosing thoughts, activities, and environments that elevate our energy while being mindful of influences that might lower it. As we build this awareness and take conscious control of our energetic state, we become powerful creators of our financial reality, naturally drawing toward us the resources, opportunities, and connections that align with our highest vision for wealth and success. Lesson 4. The world reflects what you believe you deserve. The universe operates like an intricate mirror, constantly reflecting back to us what we deeply believe we deserve. This principle extends far beyond the realm of positive thinking. It's embedded in the very fabric of how we perceive and interact with opportunities, relationships, and abundance in our lives. When we examine successful people, we often discover that their outer achievements directly correlate with their inner sense of deservingness. Many people unconsciously carry a preset thermostat of what they believe they're worthy of receiving. This invisible barrier acts as a ceiling, causing them to sabotage success when it exceeds their self-imposed limits. Think about the last time you received an unexpected windfall or opportunity. Did you embrace it fully? Or did a small voice inside whisper that you weren't quite worthy of such good fortune? These subtle beliefs shape our actions, decisions, and ultimately, our results. Our sense of deservingness forms early in life through observations, experiences, and messages we receive from our environment. A child who consistently hears, "We can't afford that," or "money doesn't grow on trees," may develop a deep-seated belief that abundance is scarce and hard to come by. These early imprints create the foundation for our adult relationship with prosperity, success, and opportunity. Expanding your capacity to receive requires conscious effort and regular practice. Start by becoming aware of your automatic responses to abundance. Do you deflect compliments? Do you hesitate to charge what you're worth? Do you feel guilty when good things come easily? These reactions are valuable indicators of your current deservingness set point. By acknowledging these patterns without judgment, you begin the process of transformation. Setting boundaries becomes crucial in this journey of expanding your worth. When you clearly communicate your standards and expectations, you send a powerful message to both yourself and others about what you will and won't accept. This might mean saying no to projects that undervalue your expertise, ending relationships that drain your energy, or stopping the habit of overgiving without reciprocation. Each boundary you set reinforces your worth and trains the world to treat you accordingly. Creating new standards that align with your highest vision involves more than just declaring what you want. It requires becoming the person who naturally attracts that level of abundance. This means upgrading your environment, your associations, and your daily practices to match your desired reality. When your outer world feels incongruent with your inner vision, it's often a sign that you're growing beyond your current circumstances. The path to expanding your deservingness involves consistent small actions that reinforce your worth. This might mean investing in quality experiences, surrounding yourself with beauty, or taking time for self-care without guilt. Each time you honor your worth through action, you strengthen your belief in deserving more. Your environment will gradually shift to match your elevated standards, attracting opportunities and relationships that reflect your new level of self-worth. Your current circumstances are not a reflection of your true worth. They're a reflection of what you've previously believed you deserved. As you consciously elevate these beliefs through awareness and aligned action, the world has no choice but to meet you at your new level. The universe isn't testing you or holding anything back. It's simply waiting for you to fully believe in your deservingness of all that you desire. Lesson 5. Heal within, prosper without. Our relationship with money often mirrors our deepest emotional wounds. Like a faithful reflection in still water, our financial circumstances frequently reveal the unresolved traumas, limiting beliefs, and emotional patterns we carry within. The path to true prosperity requires us to shine a light on these hidden spaces and heal the parts of ourselves that unconsciously sabotage our abundance. Many of us carry financial trauma from our earliest experiences. Perhaps you witnessed your parents constantly fighting about money, experienced sudden loss of financial security, or absorbed messages that money was scarce and life was an endless struggle. These experiences create emotional imprints that shape our adult relationships with wealth and success. Until we consciously address these wounds, we often find ourselves recreating familiar patterns of lack or financial instability, even when we're doing everything right on the surface. The healing journey begins with acknowledgement. By recognizing how past experiences influence our present financial reality, we create space for transformation. Notice the anxiety that arises when unexpected expenses occur, the guilt that surfaces when spending money on yourself, or the shame that emerges when discussing income. These emotional responses aren't random. They're breadcrumbs leading back to wounds that need attention. Intergenerational patterns play a significant role in our financial story. Many of us unknowingly carry the weight of our family's money struggles, beliefs, and unresolved traumas. We might find ourselves repeating phrases like, "money doesn't grow on trees," or "rich people are greedy," without questioning where these beliefs originated. Breaking free from these inherited patterns requires conscious awareness and the courage to create new financial narratives for ourselves and future generations. The healing process involves more than just positive thinking or budgeting strategies. It requires deep emotional work, including releasing stored trauma from the body, examining core beliefs about worthiness, and developing new neural pathways around prosperity. This might involve working with therapeutic modalities like somatic experiencing, inner child work, or energy healing to address the root causes of financial blocks. As internal healing progresses, external circumstances begin to shift. You might notice opportunities appearing more frequently, resistance to receiving money dissolving, or a natural ease developing in your relationship with wealth. This transformation isn't magic. It's the natural result of clearing the emotional debris that previously blocked your prosperity flow. Your financial wounds can become your greatest teachers and ultimately your path to abundance. Each challenge presents an opportunity to heal another layer, to understand yourself more deeply, and to develop greater compassion for your journey. As you transform your pain into wisdom, you create not just personal prosperity, but contribute to the collective healing of humanity's relationship with money. A journey of healing within to prosper a guiding light requires patience, self-compassion, and commitment. There will be moments when old patterns resurface or when progress feels slow. Each step forward, no matter how small, creates ripples of transformation in both your inner and outer world. As you continue to heal and integrate these aspects of yourself, you naturally align with the abundance that has always been your birthright. Through this healing journey, you'll discover that true prosperity isn't just about accumulating wealth, it's about creating wholeness within yourself. When you heal your relationship with money, you heal your relationship with life itself. This inner work becomes the foundation for sustainable success and meaningful wealth that enriches not only your life, but the lives of others around you. Lesson 6. The energy you carry writes your story. Every moment of your life, you're broadcasting an energetic signature that shapes your experiences, opportunities, and relationships. This personal energy field acts as an invisible force, attracting or repelling circumstances and people based on its quality and strength. Your energy isn't just some mystical concept, it's the tangible presence you bring into every room, conversation, and situation. Consider how certain people immediately command attention when they enter a space, while others seem to fade into the background despite their credentials or appearance. This distinction often has little to do with their external attributes and everything to do with the energy they carry. Your energy is composed of your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and intentions, all vibrating together to create a unique frequency that others can sense, even if they can't articulate why they feel drawn to or distant from you. The remarkable aspect of personal energy is that it operates continuously, whether you're conscious of it or not. Like a radio signal broadcasting into the universe, your energy communicates your internal state to the external world. When you're aligned, confident, and purposeful, your energy naturally attracts resources, opportunities, and supportive relationships. Conversely, when you're scattered, doubtful, or resistant, your energy creates friction and obstacles in your path to prosperity. Understanding this principle transforms how you approach wealth creation and success. Instead of focusing solely on external actions and strategies, you begin to recognize that managing your energy is your primary task. This means becoming aware of how you're feeling, what you're thinking, and what you're projecting at any given moment. It's about developing the ability to shift your energy consciously rather than being at the mercy of circumstances or other people's energetic field. The good news is that your energy is entirely within your control. Through conscious practices like meditation, movement, breathwork, and energetic boundary setting, you can cultivate and maintain an energy field that supports your highest aspirations. This might mean starting your day with practices that center and align you, regularly clearing your energy field of others' projections, and choosing environments and relationships that enhance rather than deplete your energetic resources. Your energy directly impacts your ability to manifest wealth and abundance. When you carry the energy of abundance, feeling expansive, generous, and grateful, you naturally attract more opportunities for growth and prosperity. This isn't about pretending or forcing positive feelings, but rather about genuinely cultivating an internal state that resonates with the abundance you desire to create. Consider your energy as your most valuable form of currency. Before you speak a word or take any action, your energy has already set the stage for what's possible. In business negotiations, creative projects, or personal relationships, your energy often determines the outcome before any formal exchange takes place. By becoming more conscious of the energy you carry, you can begin to deliberately shape the story of your life rather than letting unconscious patterns write it for you. The practice of energy management extends beyond personal development into practical business and life strategies. It influences how you communicate, make decisions, and respond to challenges. When you maintain high-quality energy, you think more clearly, react more appropriately, and make choices aligned with your highest good. This creates a positive feedback loop where your enhanced energy leads to better outcomes, which in turn strengthens your energetic field. Energy is contagious and cumulative. Each interaction, decision, and experience either adds to or subtracts from your energetic account balance. By choosing to cultivate and protect your energy consciously, you create a foundation for sustainable success and abundance. This isn't about becoming perfect or never experiencing negative emotions. It's about developing the awareness and skills to manage your energy as the precious resource it is. Lesson 7. Abundance is a mirror of self-love. The depth of your prosperity is intimately tied to the depth of love you hold for yourself. This truth often challenges people because it requires us to look beyond external strategies and into the tender space of self-relationship. Your net worth, at its core, is a reflection of your self-worth, and the way you treat yourself sets the standard for how the world responds to you. Think of self-love as the foundation upon which all other forms of abundance are built. When you truly value yourself, you naturally make choices that align with prosperity. You'll find yourself setting healthier boundaries around your time and energy, charging what you're worth for your services, and investing in your growth without guilt. These aren't just personal development choices, they're financial decisions that stem from a place of deep self-respect. The relationship between self-love and material abundance becomes clear when we observe how people who genuinely appreciate themselves move through the world. They tend to dress in a way that honors their presence, maintain environments that support their mobility, and surround themselves with people who recognize their value. This isn't about superficial self-indulgence, but rather about creating an outer life that mirrors their inner sense of worth. Many struggle with prosperity because they're operating from a place of unworthiness, often unconsciously. They might work harder than anyone else but still underprice their services, accept less than ideal conditions, or fail to negotiate for better opportunities. These behaviors aren't strategy problems. They're self-love deficits manifesting in the material world. Each time you compromise your worth in small ways, you reinforce a pattern of accepting less than you deserve. The path to greater abundance through self-love begins with simple but powerful practices. Start by speaking to yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a beloved friend. Notice how you talk about money, success, and your capabilities. Are your words harsh and limiting, or encouraging and expansive? Your internal dialogue shapes your external reality, and adjusting it is a fundamental act of self-love. Investing in yourself becomes natural and necessary when you truly value who you are. This might mean spending money on education, health, personal growth, or environments that help you thrive. Many resist these investments, seeing them as unnecessary expenses rather than what they truly are, declarations to the universe about your worth and commitments to your own evolution. Self-love also manifests in how you handle success and abundance when it arrives. Those with a healthy sense of self-worth can fully receive and enjoy prosperity without guilt or fear. They understand that abundance is their natural state, not an accident or something they need to apologize for. This receptivity creates a positive cycle. The more gracefully you can receive, the more the universe tends to offer. Your relationship with money often mirrors your relationship with yourself. If you find yourself constantly stressed about finances, overworking without reward, or unable to save, look deeper into how you value yourself. The solution might not lie in another budgeting app or investment strategy, but in healing your relationship with yourself and acknowledging your inherent worthiness of abundance. Expanding your capacity for self-love is a journey, not a destination. Each small act of self-appreciation, each boundary you set, each investment you make in yourself sends ripples through your energetic field, gradually aligning your external reality with your internal value. As you deepen your self-love, you'll notice the world beginning to reflect back the worth you finally acknowledged within yourself. Lesson 8. Shift your focus, shift your fortune. Where your attention goes, energy flows. This timeless principle holds the key to transforming not just your financial reality, but every aspect of your life experience. The mind, like a powerful spotlight, illuminates and amplifies whatever it focuses upon. When you consistently direct your attention toward lack, struggle, or financial worry, you unknowingly strengthen these very experiences in your life. Consider how often you think about what's missing from your life rather than what's abundantly present. Many people spend countless hours dwelling on unpaid bills, mounting debts, or the gap between their current income and desired lifestyle. This habitual focus on absence creates a self-perpetuating cycle that keeps prosperity at bay. The secret lies not in denying financial challenges, but in strategically shifting your attention toward evidence of abundance already present in your life. Your brain's reticular activating system, RAS, acts as a filter, bringing to your awareness whatever aligns with your dominant thoughts and beliefs. When you begin consciously directing your focus toward opportunities, resources, and possibilities, your RAS begins highlighting these elements in your environment. It's similar to when you're thinking about buying a particular car model. Suddenly you notice that same car everywhere. The cars were always there, but your attention was elsewhere. This same mechanism works with prosperity. Start paying attention to the ways money flows to you, no matter how small. Notice the friend who treats you to coffee, the unexpected refund, the coupon that saves you money, or the client who pays early. Acknowledge these as evidence of the universe's abundant nature. This shift in focus gradually rewires your neural pathways, creating new patterns of thought that attract similar experiences. The quality of your focus matters as much as its direction. Many approach wealth creation with a sense of desperate grasping or anxious striving. This energetic signature actually repels prosperity, as it stems from a belief in scarcity. Instead, cultivate a relaxed, appreciative awareness of abundance. When you spot evidence of wealth, whether it's a luxury car driving by, a beautiful home in your neighborhood, or a successful business, practice feeling genuine joy and appreciation rather than envy or resentment. Your relationship with money mirrors your relationship with life itself. As you train yourself to notice beauty, opportunity, and abundance in all forms, you naturally align with these qualities in your financial experience. Start appreciating the simple richness of a warm sunshine, a comfortable bed, clean water, or a loving conversation. This expansive focus creates an internal environment where prosperity can naturally flow. Fortune favors the prepared mind. While shifting your focus, remain alert to opportunities that align with your vision of prosperity. Often, these opportunities don't appear as obvious windfalls, but rather as subtle nudges, chance meetings, or seemingly random ideas. Your sharpened focus allows you to recognize and act on these possibilities that others might miss. The most powerful shift occurs when you move from seeing yourself as someone seeking wealth to someone who is already wealthy in various ways. This isn't about denial or fake positivity. It's about recognizing the multiple forms of abundance already present in your life. This subtle but profound shift in self-perception creates a magnetic force that draws more prosperity into your experience. Practice directing your attention toward what's working, what's growing, and what's improving in your financial life, no matter how modest these elements might seem. Like tending to a garden, the areas of your life that receive your careful, appreciative attention will naturally flourish and expand. Your fortune isn't determined by external circumstances, but by the consistent focus you bring to creating the prosperity you desire. Lesson 9. Becoming rich is an inside job. True wealth creation begins with a profound understanding that becoming rich is fundamentally an internal process. While external actions and strategies certainly play their part, the inner work serves as the foundation upon which lasting prosperity is built. This chapter explores the deep connection between internal mastery and external abundance. Your relationship with wealth starts in the depths of your consciousness. Like an iceberg, the visible manifestations of prosperity, the career achievements, investment returns, and material possessions, represent only a small portion of the whole picture. The real work happens beneath the surface, in the quiet moments of self-reflection, in the choices you make when no one is watching, and in your unwavering commitment to personal excellence. Consider how your internal state influences every financial decision you make. When you operate from a place of inner security and confidence, you're more likely to recognize valuable opportunities, negotiate effectively, and make sound investments. Conversely, when your internal world is chaotic or filled with doubt, even the most promising opportunities can slip through your fingers. This is why becoming rich requires developing internal qualities like patience, discipline, emotional intelligence, and resilience. The process of building internal wealth involves cultivating a rich inner landscape of thoughts, beliefs, and emotions that support your prosperity goals. This means regularly examining your relationship with money, success, and self-worth. It means questioning inherited beliefs about wealth and creating new empowering perspectives. It means developing the emotional capacity to handle increasing levels of abundance without self-sabotage. Your inner work also includes developing a healthy relationship with uncertainty. The path to wealth often involves taking calculated risks, stepping into unknown territory, and maintaining faith in your vision even when immediate results aren't visible. This requires a strong internal foundation that can weather the inevitable ups and downs of wealth creation. Those who succeed financially aren't necessarily smarter or more talented. They're often the ones who've developed the internal fortitude to persist through challenges. The quality of your inner world directly affects your ability to maintain and grow wealth once you acquire it. Many lottery winners and sudden inheritors lose their fortunes because their internal relationship with wealth hasn't evolved to match their external circumstances. True prosperity requires an inner sense of stewardship, responsibility, and wisdom that comes from doing the deep personal work required to handle abundance. Becoming rich from the inside out also means aligning your wealth creation with your values and life purpose. When your pursuit of prosperity flows from your authentic self rather than external pressure or societal expectations, you're more likely to create sustainable success. This alignment ensures that your wealth serves not just your own well-being, but contributes positively to the larger world. The journey to wealth through internal development isn't always comfortable. It often requires facing limiting beliefs, healing old wounds around money, and challenging long-held patterns of thinking and behavior. However, this internal transformation creates a solid foundation for lasting prosperity that external strategies alone cannot provide. As you continue to elevate your inner world, you'll find that external abundance begins to flow more naturally and sustainably into your life. Becoming rich is a holistic process that encompasses all aspects of your being. While the world may focus on external metrics of success, your greatest asset in creating wealth is your own transformed consciousness. By treating wealth creation as an inside job, you ensure that your external prosperity is built on the bedrock of internal richness, creating a legacy that extends far beyond material success. Lesson 10. Your inner wealth creates a richer world. The greatest contribution you can make to the world isn't just accumulating personal wealth, it's elevating your consciousness to create ripples of positive transformation in every life you touch. When you cultivate inner richness, you naturally enrich the world around you through your presence, actions, and the opportunities you create for others. Think of yourself as a lighthouse, radiating abundance consciousness into the world. As you heal your relationship with prosperity and expand your capacity to receive, you simultaneously expand the possibilities for everyone in your orbit. Your employees, family members, friends, and even strangers begin to see new potential through your example. They witness firsthand that abundance is available, that prosperity is natural, and that success doesn't have to come at the expense of others. This elevated state of being transforms how you conduct business, build relationships, and make decisions. Instead of operating from scarcity and competition, you begin to see opportunities for collaboration and mutual benefit. You naturally seek ways to create value rather than simply extract it. Your business decisions consider long-term sustainability and positive impact alongside profit. Your relationships become more generous and supportive, as you no longer feel the need to protect or hoard resources. The way you spend and invest your money shifts as well. Rather than seeking validation through consumption, you direct resources toward meaningful ventures that create opportunities for others. You might fund educational initiatives, support emerging entrepreneurs, invest in sustainable technologies, or contribute to community development. Your wealth becomes a tool for elevating collective consciousness and creating positive change. Your journey to inner wealth has equipped you with wisdom that the world desperately needs. You understand that true abundance isn't about accumulation, but about flow, receiving freely and giving generously. You recognize that financial success without spiritual fulfillment is hollow, and that material wealth is most meaningful when it serves a higher purpose. These insights allow you to become a mentor and guide for others seeking to transform their relationship with prosperity. As your consciousness expands, you begin to see wealth as an ecosystem rather than a zero-sum game. You understand that when you prosper consciously, you create conditions for others to prosper as well. Your success becomes a catalyst for collective elevation. The businesses you build create meaningful employment, the investments you make fuel innovation, and the causes you support address fundamental human needs. The inner work you've done to heal your relationship with money, success, and worthiness creates a template for others to follow. Your transparency about your journey, including the struggles, breakthroughs, and ongoing evolutions, gives others permission to examine and transform their own limiting beliefs. By sharing your story authentically, you help dismantle collective myths about wealth and success that keep people stuck in scarcity. Every person who elevates their consciousness around wealth and success becomes a point of light in the world. As you continue to expand your inner wealth, you contribute to a critical mass of awareness that can shift humanity's relationship with prosperity. Your personal transformation becomes part of a larger movement toward conscious wealth creation and distribution. Your presence in the world as someone who embodies both material success and spiritual wealth shows others what's possible. You demonstrate that one can be both prosperous and purposeful, abundant and authentic, successful and spiritually aligned. This integration of inner and outer wealth creates a new paradigm for success that the world desperately needs, one that recognizes the inseparable connection between individual prosperity and collective